Underestimation is both insult and opportunity. The world often looks at women and assumes softness, compliance, lack of power. Men underestimate women in the boardroom. Rivals underestimate women in the battlefield of life. Friends, even family, underestimate by assuming you will always be available, always forgiving, always harmless. Here is the paradox. Being underestimated can be your greatest weapon if you know how to rebrand your presence. The underestimated woman is invisible, overlooked, but the dangerous woman uses that invisibility as disguise, then shocks the world when she reveals her strength. History is filled with underestimated women who rewrote their presence. Joan of Arc was a teenage peasant, dismissed as irrelevant, until she commanded armies. Cleopatra was mocked by rivals, described as manipulative and unserious, yet she swayed the two most powerful men in Rome. Even in modern times, women like Margaret Thatcher, underestimated for her quiet voice, rebranded themselves into figures who shifted nations. The question is this: how do you stop being underestimated without shouting, begging, or pleading for recognition? The answer lies in presence. You do not convince people with arguments. You train them to see you differently. You rebrand your aura. You upgrade how you move, speak, and withhold. Step 1. Withdraw from proving. The underestimated woman tries desperately to prove herself. She explains, defends, shows credentials, fights for recognition. But the more you try to prove, the smaller you appear. The dangerous woman withdraws from proving. She lets her results, her aura, her composure do the work. By refusing to explain herself, she becomes larger than the room. Step 2. Build ritual around yourself. Nice girls move casually, sloppily, blending into the background. Dangerous women ritualize their presence, the way they enter a room, the way they sit, the way they speak. It feels deliberate, rehearsed, sacred. Ritual creates aura. Aura destroys underestimation. Step 3. Control fashion as armor. Appearance is not vanity, it is branding. Underestimated women dress to please. Dangerous women dress to intimidate. Subtlety, elegance, minimalism. These create an untouchable aura. Old money women understood this. Their restraint signaled superiority. In the boardroom or the bedroom, controlled elegance signals, I am not ordinary. Here's the cliffhanger. People underestimate you until they cannot. They underestimate you until your presence itself makes them nervous. And presence is not given, it is built. Imagine woman. A enters a room. She is apologetic, nervous, smiling too much. Everyone assumes she is harmless. Woman B enters slowly, with posture. Let's go deeper. Step 4. Speak with scarcity. Ordinary women chatter endlessly, trying to win attention. Dangerous women ration words. They let silence do the heavy lifting. When they finally speak, everyone listens. Scarcity creates value. Scarcity ends underestimation. Step 5. Replace apology with command. Underestimated women apologize for everything, for speaking, for existing, for asking. Dangerous women never apologize for presence. Instead of, sorry I'm late, she says, thank you for waiting. Instead of, I hope this works, she says, this is what I've decided. Command replaces apology. Command rebrands presence. Step 6. Master detachment. The underestimated woman clings to approval. The dangerous woman withdraws from it. She does not need validation to confirm her worth. Detachment terrifies people because they cannot control it. It transforms perception from dependent to dominant. Practical tactics to rebrand presence. Enter a room slowly, not hurriedly. Hold your gaze 2 seconds longer than comfortable. Lower your tone instead of raising it. Replace I think with I know. Let your clothing whisper wealth and restraint instead of shouting for attention. Another layer. Rebranding presence is not about acting, it is about alignment. Your aura shifts the moment you decide you are not available for disrespect. The internal shift creates the external presence. Presence is branding. Branding is power. Consider Cleopatra again. She was underestimated constantly, mocked by Roman historians as manipulative, yet she rebranded herself relentlessly. With theatrical entrances, political intelligence, and cultivated mystery. She was never just a woman, she was an event. That is the art of rebranding. And here is the escalation. The underestimated woman is forgotten. The dangerous woman is unforgettable. The underestimated woman blends into the background. The dangerous woman bends the room. So the punchline is this. The nice girl hopes to be noticed. The beautiful woman is admired briefly. But the dangerous woman, she rebrands her presence until no one dares underestimate her again. Because underestimation is not fate, it is fuel. It is the raw material from which legends are built. Stop being underestimated and start being dangerous.